My life before Jesus was just a ton of insecurity and restlessness.
I always knew God and knew of him, but never really felt like I had a deep relationship with him.
It was dark and it was lonely.
A lot of worrying and just felt unfulfilled.
Before knowing Jesus, I'd say I tried to take control of situations.
It was a constant cycle of doing everything and receiving nothing.
Searching for so many things and didn't know what I was looking for.
Very empty, very unsure of what the future was.
It's like when you look into a mirror and you don't know who you're seeing.
My life before Christ was painful.
Unsatisfied, lonely,
lost. I would say depressed.
Alone.
Self-dependent.
Heavy.
It was a life governed by sin, and I was constantly seeking perfectionism to bring me peace. I grew up in a Catholic home, so we went to church every Sunday, but I never once opened my Bible. I never really knew what it meant to feel loved by Christ, so I was seeking money, achievements, alcohol, relationships, but it just left a gaping hole in my heart still, and I felt unfulfilled with all of it. So I got to a point where I had achieved, everything that I sought out to, that I thought would just bring me complete happiness and peace. And one day, my brother had been coming to Veritas for years, and one day I just randomly decided to come to church. John 4 was being preached that day about the woman at the well. And Jesus came to the most unclean, unlikely, sinful woman and told her that he loved her despite her sin and that she would be completely forgiven through him. And I felt like he was speaking to me, and just felt this overwhelming feeling of acceptance. And then worship started and I was just weeping, sobbing. And we got to the end of worship and there was this woman, this stranger sitting next to me, and she looks over and she just says, "Can I give you a hug?" And it just felt like Christ was wrapping me in his arms and telling me I needed to be exactly where I was. And ever since that day, I knew I needed to start living a life for Christ.
Life with Christ is just I'm so content with everything I have.
I feel like I have an identity now. I have a purpose.
With Jesus, you have a hope.
Now I kind of know what I'm living for and what I have to look forward to.
I'd say the main thing that I see now more in myself is the ability to better love my neighbor and the ability to forgive because I received that forgiveness myself.
I just find daily my dependence on him and my need for him.
My life now is peaceful,
Fulfilled.
I want to say awesome.
joyful.
Brighter.
peace.
I want to get baptized to make the public profession of my faith.
One of my favorite verses is Romans 12, 1 and 2. And one of the parts says, you're offering your body as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. And I have never gotten baptized. And I feel like the first step of living that holy and fulfilled life for him and offering your body as a living sacrifice is getting baptized.
A verse that I'll call it my transformation verse is Ezekiel 36, 25, 27. Talks about sprinkling clean water on you and cleansing you of all your impurities and your idols, and not just to feel his spirit and not just to give me a choice to follow his ways, but he says, I will cause you to follow my laws and my ways. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I think I'd like that.
My name is Ike Speltz. I'm here to say that Jesus is my Lord, and that's why I'm being baptized.
My name is Ryan Kinneberg.
Abby Just.
Abigail Pint.
Allison Caraway.
Andrew White.
Claire Withrow.
Aiden Yoakum.
Halen Forsyth.
Catherine Koba.
Kylie Van Dorn.
Libby Donnells.
My name is Mandy Seberg, and I'm here to say that Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and that's why I want to be baptized.
My name is Samuel Viss.
Marcy Jacobson.
Megan Smith.
Palmer Snavely.
Quinn Mulliken.
Reagan Kramer.
Tatum Sargent.
Trevor Smith.
William Lucas.
Zoe Hamilton. My name is Nikki Charper. I'm here to say that Jesus is my Lord, and that's why I'm getting baptized. Jesus calls all believers to be baptized, and he has completely washed me clean and forgiven me of all my sins. And I want to do it in an act of obedience and to just glorify him for making my life new.